Okie schmoky, today it's gonna be story time. Okay, we don't really care for win or lose, I just want to tell the story because I'm really annoyed. Not that it's funny. Because what happened is the following. You know that I had issues with my computer, maybe, possibly, if you heard about that stuff. And the issues were really annoying. Like, I had to send in my computer to repair that, to replace the hard drive and stuff like this. And since I got it back, there were a few issues, because I lost all of the profiles to everything, to the microphone, to all of the editing software and stuff like this, recording software. And that was also the reason why one potato recording recently got messed up. Like, after 30 minutes, it got so laggy you couldn't watch that. It was like less than 1 FPS per second. In-game, it was totally fine, but the recording wasn't fine. And, you know, but constantly things like this kept happening that really messed with me, that something didn't work. Like, all of a sudden, my sound devices switched, and I couldn't record my microphone. Oh, no, it was my speaker, which meant the recording had no game sound. And, like, things like these kept happening. I'm not used to that, because I had all of the audio devices disabled in the past, so this never happened, it was nothing on my mind. But yeah. So, but the point is, things like this kept happening all the time. And recently, like the last 2 days, my editing software got absurdly laggy. Like, incredibly laggy. And I'm like, what is going on? How is this even possible? So, I started making a video called of the game Do Not Feed the Virus. So if you check it out now on the main channel, you'll see it's probably a couple of days old. So the story is also a little bit older. But that is the point we are at. And I just can't, you know, with all of the things that happened recently. Oh yeah, you know what, let's go for potions. With all of the things that happened recently, I just couldn't finish making the video. I just lost my brain completely. And the next day, I go in and it's even laggier than ever before. And I'm like, okay, I can't do that. Like, I had another issue where my computer booted up and it would say... Wait, what did it say? It's like, Windows can't... Oh, what was it? Windows says virus. Okay, that's another thing that also happened, yes. My Alt tab doesn't work anymore. Just looking at my history here is really funny because it's literally issue after issue after issue. Windows says... Wait, what actually happened there? So, pretty much what happened was, in the very beginning, I have like a spinning wheel at the bottom here. And this just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And I think it says something like, Windows noticed there's a problem and it tried to repair it, but it couldn't do it. Something like that was the message that I got there. And I'm like, cool. I literally just had my PC repaired. What are you talking about? Are you out of your mind? Please stop doing that. I'm really getting spooked here. And... so what I did is, after it got also laggy again, and I definitely wanted to avoid that something bad happens, I did the check disk command, you know, the zhkdsk, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it means, and stuff like this. Listen, my brain is right now so dead. Oh cool, lucky roll, that is fancy, I like it, but we don't care. Yeah, I did the check. And first I did it on my... What are you doing here? First I did it on my 4TB drive, the old one, because I suspected that is the one causing the issues, right? Because if the other drive... you know what I'll do. Whatever. That's what I needed right now. Yeah, I suspect that is the one with the issue, because maybe just both drives failed, or something happened that causes them to fail, but the one where Windows is on is the one where you notice it, because stuff doesn't boot anymore, right? So I suspected that one. I make that check, like I restart the computer, save boot, you know, I make the check, and it took a total of... there are like 5 phases, but we only care about... 2 phases, phase 4 and phase 5. These are the ones that take really, really long. Okay? You're so funny. Phase 4 for the 4TB drive. And this was like after I woke up today and had issues again when I tried to edit the video, you know, and research stuff, what can I do and things like that. It took only 8 minutes. And the phase 5 Took only 52 seconds, so I was like, that is amazing. However, no problems were found. So I'm like, should I actually check my other drive? The one that they built in, the 1 terabyte drive that they had available. They didn't have something bigger. I would have liked something bigger, but there was nothing. That's what she said. Do you just want to piss me off right now? I'm sorry. But how is this even possible? We need different buffs, and you managed to give 8 buffs. And they are only 2 different... Like, you gotta be kidding. I straight up can't win the next fight. Because I wanted to use this to kill the enemy. And now we can't do that. Wait, you actually have to be kidding me. I refuse to believe that. What do I do? I think I just level up and I hope it's enough somehow. Yeah, that's all I can do. Oh man, I refuse to believe that right now. This is actually a meme. This is actually straight up a meme. Okay, sure. So, I get to the 1 terabyte drive, right? It's new. There's nothing really on it, so I'm like, this will be fast. Phase 4 took 40 minutes almost. I'm like, uh-oh. Well, that's not good. That's not what I was hoping for, you know? That's not what I expected. That's not good, because that probably means something is not going well there. But phase 5 before took, like, what was it? 40 seconds, right? Not even 40 seconds. So I'm like, yeah, this will be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it, Dex. We don't need more debuffs, by the way. We just need the unique ones. But I'm like, don't stress it, Dex. All will be good. And it starts. And I notice it counting up, like the time estimate. And it ran for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And I notice it's still at 0%. Finished. I'm like, you can't be serious right now. Like, what is going on here, right? you can't possibly be serious, right? So, it took 2 hours and 92, like 2.92 hours. So 92% of 1 hour additionally. Almost 3 hours. And I was already very behind because of all of the recent issues that I'm facing. You know, that nothing is really working. I was already really far behind in my upload schedule. In fact, I had to skip a video. And finally the repair is done though. So I'm like, okay, I gotta log in. I gotta finish the video now. I gotta upload it for Monday. That is where the video was, well, this video was supposed to appear on Sunday, but that turned out to be impossible. So I was like, okay, on Monday it has to appear, right? That is the latest. Funny, by the way. Oh, that's Dex. Yeah, right. Good job, Dex. I like that build. You turn it frosty and trigger it additional times. And then you just... I don't even want to talk about what happened there because I really messed up while I was talking. I bought the wrong items because I thought I was in a different run. We could do it again. Nah, let's go lucky. I need some fun right now. I need something that really makes me happy. So I go to editing the video, right? And I actually finished the entire thing. I'm stubbornly sit in it. I barely play anything else. I sometimes need that to shut off, you know? But I barely play anything else. I finished the video. I'm happy. I'm dandy. Everything is great. Until I have to finalize the video. You know, after editing, the last thing you have to do, and that was like a 2-hour video, which was crazy. After you're done editing, you have to export it, that it turns into a full video. Do I even want to talk about this right now? I don't feel like it. I'm actually getting pissed off just hearing about it. So after it finished 52 minutes of a 2-hour video, right? 52 minutes, it finished that. It says like, it gives an error, okay? I don't pay a lot of attention to this. Rarely that happens, that it just can't finish something, which is annoying, but it happens, you know, not a big deal. I'm not really bothered by that. And I let it run again, okay? It shows an error again. And this time I look at it, and it was something like, ooh, there was an issue with the source material, full resolution, blah, 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 blah. It's nothing all too important, you know, you don't really need to know what is going on. But I noticed it is the same error again, which means this is not a one-time issue that it had a problem once, and that was it. No, it's a repeating issue. And that is bad, because that means something is really messed up. You gotta deal with that. So what I did is, I went into the editor part of the video, And I just removed the source file that I had in there, which is how I always relink media. All of the edits that you have in there, they stay in there, you know, all is good, don't worry about it, don't stress it. But yeah, let's do this, I like that more. But yeah, so I did that, you know, and then I just want to move it back in, right? So you just take the media, you move it back into the editor, that it relinks all of the media, and all will be fine because the video is fine. I edited the entire video, there were no issues. All of a sudden, at 52 minutes, you know, it says media link, like it says media offline, that it's missing, as if I deleted the file pretty much. I want to move it back in, it doesn't allow me to do it. I just can't do it, so I'm like, okay, let's make a new timeline. A timeline is where you edit in, you can have multiple timelines in one project. New timeline, doesn't work. New project, now this is the moment where I really thought it will work out. It didn't work. It still didn't work. I couldn't move the thing in. So I started Googling. Oh, you're not even finished, oh that sucks a bit. I started Googling and I saw so many tutorials and I tried to fix it because this is really a thing that has never happened to me. So I needed to understand what can be done and things like that, you know. I did all of those things. Nothing worked out. Until finally, I decided to take the original recording and transport. It's a .mkv, which I record in because if there's a crash that happens with the recording software, it's actually not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Like sometimes, yes, you may lose like a minute or so, but it's not a big deal. With the other ones, like MP4, usually you lose the entire recording. You really don't want that. And now the thing is, though, DaVinci doesn't really like MKV, like really not at all. And that is a little bit of an issue, but it has never been a big issue. Sorry, I gotta think for a moment, because I honestly don't know what I'm talking about right now. Sure, you know what, I'll max you out. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, I finally decided to, you know, turn it into MP4 file format, because it's a lot easier for DaVinci. That ended up working out, but because of that, I no longer had game sound, because the software that I was using can only export on one audio channel. And because I adjusted the volume so much, depending on what happened in the game, I could either choose that the game sound is absurdly loud and will blow away your ears, which is something I don't want to have, or alternative... I couldn't buy that because I didn't have the money. Well, that's funny. Or alternatively, I would just say, okay, there's no game audio. I'm sorry. And that is what I ended up doing. Okay, let's give you cooldown. But yeah, this was such a super frustrating experience. The whole thing. Like, it did work out at the end. I also downloaded a Handbrake because I remembered, wait a second, there's a thing called Handbrake. And with that thing, you can easily convert files. But something got messed up and I sounded really squeaky. I had a squeaky voice in that and I didn't understand why. So I was just like, you know what? I take the thing we had before, it's whatever, I don't care. I'm going with the missing audio, you know, and right now the video is uploading. But yeah, if you check the main channel, you see the video. Subtract 2 days or 3 days from that, that's when I recorded. Subtract 1 day from the upload date. This is where I record this right now, because in 18 hours the video will go up. Okay. But yeah. Ooh, nice. I would like to have a 3-star potion to make up for this unlucky run. I like how we just casually won the game, by the way, while talking about nonsense. Well, it wasn't nonsense, right? Beautiful. What do I put in? I would like to put in money. We can't really do that. I could actually go for the shield. That scales with potion use. I know I think of that very early. Is there something else that we could do? Why do I have so many free rerolls? That's insane. Wait, we are done. Let's just do luckies. Okay, crystal, we don't care about that. And like recently, this has happened again and again and again. Should we print potions? So the issue is at this point we deal so much damage, I don't even think we can do that really. I'll take one of them, but I don't really care. Okay, we'll take a couple of them. I need to work on its cooldown is the issue, and that is easier said than done with how fast we finish the game. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the next issue. I don't know if I said this earlier or not. The issues that I've faced... Oh, they are all 1-star. That is new. That is really cool. I like it. The issues that I've faced in the last 1 to... What is it? Like 1 to 2 weeks. Maybe 1.5 weeks. I've like faced more issues than in the entire period of when I had this PC for the last 4 years. That is insane, if you think about it, right? But yeah. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I already hate it when things don't work out. I don't mind if I mess up something, like yes it annoys me, you know, but it's not a big deal, because I know it's my mistake. But when it's something that is not in my control, I really hate that, because I know there's nothing I can do to change that. You know? Didn't I have another appearance potion, I thought? Yeah, I will just do another one, that we have multicast on this, and then we do something. Sure. Like, whenever something bad happens, and I am the cause for that, I always say something to me like, yeah, but you know, at least I can learn from that. I would say I have a very healthy attitude towards that. And that's how I view it, that I am always like, yeah, I can learn from that. You know, I'm unhappy about it. Sometimes I also get really upset if I repeat an issue. Nah, I don't feel it. If I repeat an issue, but... At least I can say I can learn from it. In this case here, the last week or two, I don't know what I'm supposed to learn from it. I'm just depressed, to be honest. Like, I'm completely depressed. I need a break, and I literally just had a break not long ago. Do we even copy this? Wait, what do I want to copy? Oh. Wait, I have a lot of luck. I don't even need you. Yeah, but what do we want to copy? Cooldown? Sure. That's not a copy. Man, if these were actually good... Imagine you see this roll early on. Like one of the first rolls, you literally lock the entire shop and just buy everything. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we don't trigger that many potions, I don't like this. You are so fancy, by the way, my friend. Why did I just get... Oh, yeah. I was about to say, why did I get so many triples? Yeah, right. Right. Do we copy the potion belt? Do we just do it? Did they remove the potion belt? I feel like I should have seen it by now. Wait, did it generally remove the potion belt? Because it was too broken? I would actually agree with that. You know, I'm not saying it's actually removed, we don't know that. I'm just saying, I would understand the decision. Perfect. Teardrop potion. Multicast, also not bad. Cooldown. Yeah, we don't need that, we have pretty much infinite cooldown. You know what, I'll give you the multicast. That is right now the best one, but I don't really care. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about, I forgot about it, sorry. Surely something important. Oh, the belt. Yeah, where is the belt? You can't copy potions, by the way, this question always comes up, you can't do that. Man, let's give you cooldown. Has anyone, like seriously, has anyone seen a potion belt? I should get these. Because of high roll chance. Okay, rolls is also good. That saves us a lot of money. Money is always good. Something special could be a lucky roll, or it isn't. Where's the potion belt? Seriously. I don't want to build them up. Like, we could make them more likely to appear, but I don't care. Let's just get all of these out of the way. Potion belt. Scheiße. Yeah, doesn't really make a difference. Let's turn you 3-star, I guess. Okay, but, like, it is in the game, right? You're just messing with me. Right? It's not in the game. In case you haven't seen that, Witch is deactivated. Which is the one that you use to get the potion belt. Like, today is not my day. Today is just not my day. I don't know. What do we do now? What do we do? What do we do? Money? You know what? I like money. Sure. Let's just go for all of these. Here. That's not it. That's not it. The only issue is we need to find a dark item. Man, I honestly wish in Endless you could change these types again. Because Endless is such a different game from the basic potato game, right? And I feel like here you should be able to change it again. You know what? Let's do that. We'll do that. Why not? Everyone always does that, but Dex is a sucker that dies to it. No more. Today, we will be glorious. Are you done? Oh, you're not even remotely close to being done. That also means we don't really need the potions anymore. You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna get rid of all of them. But to be honest, this is fun, but it stops being fun really fast. I have to be a little bit careful because I think I need to use these a little bit differently. Yeah, scheiße, I just gave it damage. That is exactly what I had to be careful about. That's fine. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Okay, cool down. Careful. You are good. Right. Okay. Did I do this already? Let's just do it again. You know what? Let's also do it on you. Let's move all of the potions down. You get sold. Let's keep on rolling. Okay. Okay, could be a 3-star. Why do I don't care about a 3-star potion. Roll is kind of nice. Not really. Something shiny. Could be money or the potion. Good. Let's keep on rolling. I don't care. Cooldown is kind of nice because we need it on this. Dark, I'll take it because we'll do dark shenanigans. Is there a world where you want to have 2 dark necklaces? I haven't thought about that. Or 2 of these. Let's get another one in. Or 2 of the... No. Right? I don't think so. Hey, that is the wrong one. We still have to find the final puzzle piece of this, you know. So, you will be 3-starred. You can't be 3-starred yet, right? Yeah, because you first have to build up all of the stuff. Which will take a little bit. That means I will remove this, though. Because I rather want to build it up, you know. That also means I'll give you the 3-star potion. We'll find more. Let's do this. Money? Sure, I'll take it. You get sold, we don't need that. That was only in case we don't get the stuff. Well, then I could have used it to get the other one. I just realized that. Like, we need one more. Right, Dex. Good job there. Multicast. Copy. Doesn't really matter. Copy. Doesn't really matter. Appearance, okay, we have enough of that. Sure. That Dex, you took this. I'll give this to heal now. Okay. We definitely can't give it damage. I'm getting so tired right now. The issue is you need to 3-star that, so we are wasting a 3-star potion if I wait for that, you know. And we need the 3-star potions already. Okay, that got really expensive really fast. I don't need that many. Okay. If I do that, I would remove this. Which is not a great thing to do, but I guess we'll, you know what. We'll survive it. We just have to find another 3-star potion. The ultimate meme would be if I now find the orb. Do you? Oh yeah, you need cooldown. Let's get that. Okay. Cheap 69, nice. We can't turn this 3-star yet. Because we first have to build up its multicast, and then it turns its multicast into shield. You know, so we have to do this a couple of rounds. Maybe until we lose even. Oh my god, you just spooked me. I thought for some reason we lost. I don't even know why I thought that. Okay, we have another 3-star potion here. That is very good. But we have to remove this guy because we need to scale for longer. Which is a little bit sad, but we are happy how the things worked out, you know. There's our ball. You get sold. You get moved up. The items, I believe we can sell all of them, right? There's actually a world where we want to keep one of them. We don't need a multicast, right? We have more than enough of that. Does anyone see multicast? There's no way we didn't get a single multicast potion. Oh my god, okay, we didn't really get anything. Okay. Okay. This could be a bit... We have to sell them now. But this could be a bit of an issue. You definitely get sold. You also get sold, you get sold, you get sold. You guys get sold, you get sold. You get sold. The ball is done. I wonder if you want to have multiples of these in. I haven't considered that. No way, right? Wait, isn't this already infinite? I heard people say that you need to do certain extreme things, but I don't see the reason why. I mean, I guess we can try it out, but I just don't see it. I have to be so careful that I don't mess this up. Okay, gain a level. Good. You get sold. Maybe. I'll consider putting it in. Okay, let's definitely sell these. Okay. Yeah, okay, I don't have a lot of rules. Ooh, that sucks. Because we need to find the 3-star potions. We have a lot of money, but that is kind of a one-time thing, and then it's gone. Yeah, selling that book maybe wasn't the best idea, but we need to scale this up. Otherwise, the enemies are at a point where they just beat us, and we can't win. Okay, multicast. Nice. We shouldn't even need multicast. Why do I think we need that? Like, I heard people talk about it, and you need to do, like, so many more things than what you would usually need to do. That's why I'm so concerned about this. But now I'm, like logically thinking, isn't this already enough? Right? There's no way there's a difference. I feel like. Because it can't cast more than the maximum. This was changed, by the way, in case you're wondering what Dex is talking about. It used to say, ignores trigger cap. It no longer says that. It's now limited by the trigger cap, just like any other item in the game. So even if you say, it triggers extra times, this doesn't help you because you still reach the trigger cap, which these two on their own should already reach. So we would actually want to put in another one of those. Should we do that? Sure. You're not dark. Let's turn it dark. Beautiful. It could actually be so laggy that it's better... Oh, that was a 1-star item. It could actually be so laggy that it's better to not use this many items. Now I can buy it again. Okay, I'll roll a little bit, but we'll keep the rest of the money, otherwise we just waste it. Okay, something special could be a lucky potion. Never mind, but it's heal. Still good. Teardrop potion. That would be the jackpot. We really need that. Okay, we don't get it. Okay, last one. Ew, that was expensive. So let's see how this works out. I think I will exchange them for one fight. Like, I'll put in the necklace, and then we check out if it was better or not. The 16 damage is cute. I like that we're immune to debuffs, by the way. It's not like... You got nerfed. It's infinite triggers. So it has 32,016. 16. Okay, what we do now is we waste one turn by removing this. And we check out what happens. If we get more, if we get less, if nothing at all changes, I'll still give you a cooldown, even though that doesn't make a lot of sense, because you trigger all of the dark items, which triggers this, which then triggers this. But yeah, funny. I like the nerf, though. That was necessary. I just don't think it really does a lot. Do I want to have this? You know what, I'll take this. Okay. Just to have it. There could be a day where I decide, oh yes, I want to use that. Cooldown. Okay, but you can also give me the 3-star potions. Please don't punish me. I know what I did. I sold the book, but we needed to sell it. We needed to scale. But I needed 3-star potions, my friend. Okay, there we go. Finally. We don't use them for a while, though. Okay, that is the last. Oh, that is good. Let's check them out. Flawless. We need one more. I would actually like to have one more, but we do this the next day. So, 32,016. That is cute. 32,016. Let's see if anything changes. I doubt it. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And that times 2 is 64,032. Now this differs depending on how much HP the enemy has. You know, we get a few more ticks out if they have more HP. But if it's roughly double the amount, we know nothing at all has changed. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what? I don't care. Either we win or we lose. Hello. Interesting. We need cooldown. We don't really need cooldown. Wait, but okay, then we remove you. Do I actually still want to keep 2 of them in? I feel like I just need 1 of them, right? Because if this is the difference, then I don't need this guy. No, you're out. No one likes you. Stay away from me. Cooldown. We just go all in. I don't really want to use the 3-star potions right now, though. Like, the big issue is they make it hard to find the stuff that you actually want to have. Ugh, let's use it. Maybe it copies. Would have been cool. Okay, if we don't get it today, that's also fine. Scheiße. I need 1 more. Okay, we'll do it like this. It's fine. We'll change it in the future. So we just went to 265,000, right? It was, I believe. Okay. Let's see if we double this, which would mean there's no difference. Which is around 530,000. That just means that the next necklace, the Night Quill, didn't make a difference. Okay, 690,000, that is nice. So it made a difference, but the question is this worth it? And the answer is always. Hello? Who do you think I am? Exactly. Isn't it time that I switch over? Nah, let's get to 1 million multicast, right? Also, honestly, I will continue doing this until we lose. I think. Maybe not. Oh, you sure? Why not? Yeah. Let's build up as much multicast as we can. Am I actually recording? Yeah, I am. Okay. Do I need anything? Candy? You know, for healing. That would actually be quite nice. My main issue is I have 0 income. There's just no candy, okay. Okay. That looks like a skill issue if I've ever seen one. I hate that I get so much gold though. See, this is the difference. This is a normal build, this is a dex build. Okay, if we lose now, this would be really sad. I don't think we can lose. How do you give everyone multi- Oh, they're all moon. That is kind of wasted though. Why doesn't it show me what I... Oh, because it's up there. Right. It does get laggy though. Did you notice that? 2,271,000. Okay, good. I like it. So pretty much the moment we lose, we have to put this guy back in. Nice, some can... Well... You know what? I'm just gonna ignore that. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. Like the child that you don't like. And if you're the child that is not liked, then... I don't know. Like yourself. Okay, I kinda wanna start just transforming this, because right now we only get 30 shield, which is a lot, you know? But it's not really enough for me. I need more. One concern on my mind is we can actually get one-shot by enemies, and there are some scaling builds that actually reach this level. How about we go to day 25? And then I switch over, unless we lose before that. Yeah, I like that, let's do it. One fight after the other. There is technically one thing I could do. And I'm not sure if I like that. But I want to give this like 2 poison. Maybe a bit more. Let's give it a little... Alright, we have no debuff removal. I was like, well, how does this happen? Let's give this 2 poison. And check out if this is enough to kill some of the builds. Why? Because if we face a build like ours, right? With poison, even if they are better than us, we would win. Or could win. Depends. Okay. Well. Oh, a shock build. Nice, I like it. The only thing that can get us right now is poison, by the way. Burn is just damage. So that doesn't matter. The main thing I'm scared about is that something will just one-shot me. And then we switch around, you know, get into the next fight. And we don't even get to scale this up. And just get one-shot again. Okay. Cute. How did you get this far, honestly? You have 20 trophies. You're even ahead of me. Wait, how didn't you die until now? That is insane. That build is not strong. That build is actually cute. That is not even a good version of the build. Like, a good version would be filled out. It wouldn't have the anvil in there. It would have this trigger here, so the multicast happens more often. And it wouldn't use the burning sword, I believe. And then you put the crit in. The crit multiplier. Yeah, no money is really not cool. No money, no problems. There's no poison. Maybe you have poison. No. How hard can it be to find poison, by the way? Dude, I just need 1 poison. Oh, but you don't instantly trigger. We do instantly trigger. But that is one of the stronger builds. Now, if they had a lot of re-triggers, like imagine they did what we did with the orb, and you re-trigger this effect all the time that has plus 150 damage, this thing catapults up like stupid. Like, actually like stupid. Now I'm thinking I just want to put 1 poison on it. I'm getting a bit too concerned that it's too much, but the problem is, if we do face a shield build, we need to have enough poison that they actually die from it. Because even if they just have 2 HP left, if they... Oh yeah, that is way too much. Even if they just have... Perfect. Even if they just have 2 HP left, we would lose because they have armor, right? Okay, so we want to look for another potion. Okay. Ooh, that is the final fight. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, that is cute. Okay, that poison does nothing. I need more poison. So you're back in. You're out. You will be upgraded. Let's look for more poison. You're dark. You're dark. All is good. How much poison do we need though? Because that poison was like really poor. I expected a lot out of this and we pretty much got nothing. Okay. That is a beautiful shop. Nice, I like it. But now our shield is scaling. I don't know if you saw the initial shield value, otherwise go back before this day, and then compare to what we have here at the end. I mean, you know, this kind of speaks for itself, right? Oops, sorry, I came against the microphone. Wait, that sounds so wrong. I accidentally touched the microphone, is what I meant. I'm getting scared that I should actually go for more poison. Like, you may say this looks good, but no, the burn would kill us. It wouldn't though. So, okay, here the burn actually killed them, that's why it has so much damage. So we want a little bit more poison, but the issue is, most of these shield builds, they actually run heals as well, you know, the same way we do. So, I would need a lot more poison to deal with that. Okay. I could also go for damage and just nuke the enemies. I don't think I want to do that, but I could. Cute. Oh yeah, we didn't check out the armor. You may notice there's a number exiting to the right. That is the shield. The only downside of the build is it takes so long. Right. And we do not have debuff immunity. Technically speaking, if someone would apply like 1 million debuffs per shot, even if we remove 80% of that, that is not enough. Like if they shoot at max speed. And technically speaking, there are some builds that can achieve that. Yeah, I don't need that. Stop it. I just want candy. We want poison. I will take this because otherwise I may never find one. And if I feel bad, I'll use it. But right now, honestly, these enemies, they're super weak. Like, I'm kinda happy. Isn't this beautiful? Right. There could, by the way, be a setup that is better. Like that you use the Dark Necklace twice, or this one here twice. But I don't think so. Usually this is the best setup, but the problem is in the past it lagged the game so much that you actually scaled less. Yeah, count the number if you want to. I'm not gonna do that. Another poison. I wanna look for one more. But I'm not sure if I'll put it on right now. That could be our poison. Perfect. It's actually so spooky because on one side, if we just scale enough right, we will win against the other shield builds. They have no chance. Because we have more armor than them. So it actually doesn't make Ja, scheiße. It looks like I have the bigger one, but I don't know. It is impossible to say. They do have 2.3 million multicast if I see this right, but I think we have a lot more than that. And our build looks better than this. Like, but you never know. You don't know what number is hiding here. Maybe they have also scaled up their armor earlier than us, but this is like the ultimate fight. And it looks really close, but we may have a 0 more. Maybe not. Maybe they have a 0 more. But mine looks bigger in comparison. Okay, why are they catching up? Are they dealing so much damage or what is going on? No. They have 0 damage. How are you catching up with me? Oh no, his number is now bigger. But I don't know if it's actually bigger because we may have an additional 0. So you have 2.47 million multicast, right? Yeah. We have 5.7 million. Mine is more than twice as big as yours. Sorry to say that. It's not even close. Now, wait, did they have debuff removal? Honestly, I'm just looking for candy for heals. For the scenario I explained earlier, that they have like for example the Venom Ring, right? This will scale up the entire time and have a ridiculous amount of debuffs, and we need to be able to out-heal these temporary debuffs that are put on us for a split moment. But I like how creative people are here. Like, there's so many different builds. Wait, how many trophies do you have? 26. Okay, but you have 1 life left. So we are still on the same day, actually. This just plays out differently depending on where you lose early on. Nice. Okay. That was my bottle, by the way. I don't know if you heard something there, but that was my bottle. My war. It's a Powerade active water, it's called, which I actually quite like. But they have this stupid opening at the top, as if you were a baby. You know, where you like, you have to like open it up and then you drink out of it, out of this little hole. It's like, I don't know. Like, is this for people that are too stupid to drink, or why do you have that? Like, just make a normal bottle. You won't believe it, but I drink out of bottles my entire life. Actually, in fact, I don't start with that, right? You start with the Diddy. But after that, you go to the bottle. Some people actually start with the bottle and they never stop until their final end. You know? Candy. 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 There we go. Isn't Candy the name of a person that provides services? Fun times for people? Like a typical one, I mean. Like a pretend name, I mean. It almost seems like it's getting laggy, but just because they also have this. Ooh, that could... No, that's not one that can outscale us. Usually this was the best one, but then this one came around. And it replaced it completely. But this used to be the best one. You just put a huge amount of burn on the enemies. Funny enough, 887, but we have 226. That is weird. Weird. Because that's not 80%. But it's also not 887, which is what I would expect. Interesting. Like 80% is like 180, something like that. Yeah, a little bit less than 180, but this also has 6 burns, this has 6 burn. Does someone else have burn? You have 5 burn, but that still doesn't make sense. Candy. Candy's nuts. Sure, I'll triple buy if we get that. No, but rolls. You know what? I think we're at a point where we don't care. I'll go for one more. Uh-oh. Now my build's better. Why do they go for this? Just to scale up multicast more? I mean, I like the idea, but this... I don't feel like this does anything. Wait, do you actually have 500,000 multicast? Oh, then it would actually do something. Wait. Oh, but is it really better than another one of these? Because this one scales armor higher, but they will reach higher multicast values because of this. You know what? I'll look for that. I like that. You know, that is actually smart. I never thought about this. Like, I was like, why do they do that? Okay, now I see the reason why. I hope I didn't sell all of my dark potions, otherwise this gets annoying. Yeah, I don't have likeliness potions. Ah, funny. So we have to find the moon item. There's a lot. But is that really worth it? It should be worth it. It should definitely be worth it. But you need to 3-star it, otherwise it doesn't do... I should have used these potions. Jesus, this is expensive. Okay. Everyone is just running this build on... No, I think we're just facing the same guy again and again and again. Yeah, you're catching up. I mean, if you take a look at it, it doesn't do that much, and you're sacrificing your armor gain for that. But you also increase your armor gain. By quite a bit. Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it. Now the only concern is... I will take a look at it, but if I notice against regular builds we just kill them too fast, so we have even less scaling, I think I'll just stop doing it. Wait, why are you dark? Why are you dark? I just wouldn't turn this dark. Now that I think about it. Oh my god, is the ammo bigger? Wait, that looks insanely big. Why does it look bigger than mine? Mine should be way bigger. Yeah, it is. Mine is bigger, scientifically speaking. Okay, but I'll look for the item now, because I want to check it out. Hello? Okay. Okay. The blue one has rolls, the teardrop potion, a lot of nice things in general. That... What? Sorry. How did I lose this? He got 2 balls, you got 1. What an idiot. Someone responded that. What an idiot. I mean, true though. Wait, what? Listen, we both trigger start of combat. There is no question of who starts first or anything. This happens at the same time. On top of that, this is a ranged weapon. Okay, so it has to fly over. This technically can hit me, but it has only... Yeah, it has 190,000 damage times 2. So 380,000 damage, but again, we are start of combat. You know? So this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. Okay. Well, I'll be honest, I should have won that. Did I remove the other one? I removed the other one, that's sad. We could have put it back in. I should have easily won that. Like, not even close. That is a bug. Genuinely a bug. Like, that shouldn't have happened. If 2 people have start of combat, they both happen at the very same time. Even if we get frozen, by the way, it doesn't matter, because my start of combat already triggers, and they will infinitely trigger each other. So they can't possibly stop. But they didn't have that. That is... I don't understand that. I have no clue what's going on there. What happened there. That is so weird. How did that even happen? It's almost as if my items just decided to not do anything. Because this here is also start of combat effect. I'm gonna repeat that for the people thinking, oh, but it has a 8-second cooldown. No. Start of combat, immediately trigger all of the dark items. Is that what happened? But no way. No, it's a start of combat effect. No. I wanted to say... Huh. No, but they can't be, because these would trigger at the same time. They can't be. Nice, by the way. Well, that was it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, subscribe. See you the next time. Bye-bye.